Hello and good evening. Welcome back to the pub. My name is Devon. Here with me I've got
John. Sorry, I'm drinking a quirk. I'm John. Hi.
This is John. And we are down in the pub. It is Saturday tonight. It's still kind of weird for me to say that because even though we've done the stream on Saturday before, it's been a while since we've done a stream at this point. So it's been a couple of weeks, a couple of really busy weeks, lots of stuff going on. But we're back. We're back down in the pub having a drink. Hopefully, if you're old enough and you enjoy, you have a drink as well. I've got a fun nitro Irish stout from Breckenridge. The first time I've had it, it's good. I like it.
Sounds heavy.
It's basically, I don't know. I don't even know. It's definitely, very Guinness-esque with a lot more of the smoky, malty flavor. Like, I don't even know. It's almost like a campfire.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I'm good.
It's good.
Yeah, and
it's
I'm
good.
having this raspberry rocket pop cork, but not like raspberry, but it tastes just like a bomb pop.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good too.
Yeah, I like these quirks quite a bit. Good old
So yeah, that's what we're doing tonight, and we decided to go live on the stream to talk about a little bit of tech and a little bit of everything that's been going on. So, what was even 2 weekends ago? I know that I didn't stream. What was it? Was I sick? I think I was either getting over being sick or something happened. Because I know that I got sick a couple weeks ago because I was like, oh, good, thank goodness I did this before the Casey Game On event. Oh no, I was definitely over being sick. We were at Kincaid Arcade all day, talking about Casey Game On coming up, and man, I was exhausted after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, John is echoey. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's got to be. Oh.
You all right?
Just hit me in the chin.
I mean, unless both mics are picking him up for some reason. I don't know why he would be echoey. Does it sound like two mics are picking him up, or does it sound like... Is it like a really bad software echo? Oh, wait, do I have... No, my preview's muted. I'm not sure why John would be echoey. Will you tell me if it's show stopping or not?
Okay.
If it's something that we should completely stop and figure out, or if it's something that we can just keep going with. I think your mic is pretty hot. Try talking again.
Test. Hello. I'll back up a little bit.
Sounds.
Hello.
Okay, go tell Mom, and she's gonna cut it out of your hair. Oh my! Well, I don't have any scissors.
For anybody that is watching, there is a child down here has a toy now stuck in her hair.
Oh, I know why he's echoey. I bet you there's a thing on the soundboard. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Stream.
I cannot. I don't have scissors.
Can I bring you down some scissors?
You want me to go help her?
There, try talking.
Hello. Somebody please give me an answer if this is still echoing.
All right, try.
Hi.
Okay,
Hello,
Mom
hello.
said go upstairs. Okay. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, here I had a one of the soundboard has a bunch of effects. So I'm guessing it was some, sound hall like effect or something. Okay, cool. So it probably did sound like he was on stage or something like that. So that's fun. Cool. Well, we've got that off now. That's what happens when you pack that whole thing in your backpack and take it to Casey Game On. So, speaking of Casey Game On, that is what we did last weekend. I originally planned on doing this stream from there, but if I hadn't have been so busy the entire time, I had over 55,000 steps the 2 days. It was crazy.
I'm gonna look to see what mine was. I didn't walk as much, but let me see.
And the worst part about all of those steps is that half of them were carrying stuff, and the other half were up and down stairs. Like I had so many flights of stairs too. There were lots of stairs. So yeah, hopefully not too many other people got as many steps as I did. I was running around. I was giving tours to people coming in. I was showing people where to go. I was helping run a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I had 12,500 on Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, so it was a fun time. There was a lot of space to cover. There was a lot going on there. So, and you probably got half of those, like Friday night going into Saturday morning.
True. Yeah. Friday, you can see here it's 4,000. They're all at night, and then Saturday is all. You know. But I'm trying to figure out, what did I do Sunday? I've got a big thing here. I can't remember what I did. I went to the movie.
I don't know.
What did I do afterwards? Did I go to the park? I must have gone to the park. I think I
that
did.
could be.
Oh, I did. I walked around the park for a
Yeah.
little bit. It was a Pokemon.
That makes sense.
That was a waste of my time.
Yeah. So Casey Game On was good. I don't know how in depth we want to get about it, because I feel like for the most part, if people weren't there, probably don't care at this point, or if they were there, they were there. So you kind of got to see it. But I had a blast. I learned a lot, and hopefully we're gonna make the next one even better. But I don't know if you had any thoughts on it as a first timer.
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, it was a good time seeing people. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Meeting new people was a plus. Lots of interesting things. Lots of competition.
Hi, Brittany.
Hello. Lots of interesting storylines, I guess. I don't know how you can describe that. But
there was lots going on, that's for sure.
But it was good. I wish I would have been able to play more Saturday, was all. But Friday night was good to play some. And then that karaoke was a ton of fun.
Karaoke's fun.
That was a good time.
Yep.
I think I agree. I don't know who said it, that it needs to be mandatory next time.
Yeah,
It's mandatory. Everybody has to go in there.
I think the nice thing is, even if we do like the one-day Saturday events, we could still do that. Other than like that is usually when we're like cleaning up. So I don't know. We'd have to figure it out.
Yeah, because you don't want to do karaoke at like 2:00 in the afternoon. That's
right?
not fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but also help to have that stage. So if we end up going somewhere different, I don't think it'd be nearly as fun. That stage was pretty epic, but
yeah,
stage was really cool. The lights, the sound system that was already just all set up for us, it was super fun. So my hope is that we can use that venue for a lot more of the competitive stuff going forward. I'm hoping that we can start doing some like leagues and things and do like finals there, host them on that stage. I think that's what that venue is really set up for.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. All right. Well, I had a couple of other things. Unfortunately, we had another person lined up to come and visit the stream, but he was unable to make it tonight. So I had a couple of topics to discuss with him, but hopefully he'll be here in the coming weeks. We'll have to check and see if we can get that to work out. But, things happen, so we're still here. We're still talking, but it is the normal crew tonight. It's me and John. So don't have those topics, but I do have a couple of other topics. I have this new computer. I don't know if you noticed.
No.
I have another new laptop. So funny story. This one is almost identical specs wise to the first laptop I had, that Lenovo.
Okay.
So this is also a Lenovo Yoga, but it is like the fancier model. The other one that I had was like the productivity model. This is the 15-inch, supposed to be like pretty model. So it's just really fancy. Still has the fingerprint reader. Has the really nice touch screen and everything. Although the screen is cracked. So it's not like a huge deal. The touch screen just like almost doesn't work anymore. But otherwise you can't even see the crack. Like, can you see a crack?
Well, not from my angle.
Yeah, there are certain angles that, like, if you look at it perfectly, you can see it. But, like, right now, I literally can't see a crack in it. Makes the touch screen not work for the most part, which is fine. I don't really use the touch screen on a laptop very often. The other downfall of this is the battery is basically dead, so it needs to be plugged in, which, again, is pretty much fine for the most part. Most of the time I have a plug-in, ready. So we're streaming off this computer, whatever. I also did look, getting a replacement battery is like $20 on Amazon. So wouldn't be a huge deal if I had to do that, get a brand new battery for it. I found this one at a garage sale though. Yep. $5. So yeah, so I mean, it's got those downfalls. It's got the crack in the screen. The battery is basically useless. But $5 for a very functional laptop at this point still is a pretty solid deal. So the other cool thing is not only is this almost identical to that last laptop that I had. It's got the 7th gen i5 processor. But this also has a dedicated graphics card in it. So this does, which my other one did not. This one has a GeForce 940 MX. Now I know that that's not like anything crazy. It is, it's a fairly useless graphics card. But again, it is a graphics card. It's better than nothing. And for the most part, when I'm playing games like League of Legends and Fortnite, like, it's more than likely enough to play anything that I would want to play.
Now, is this the one that's been having so many troubles when you're blue screening, or is it just...
Oh, no. That was my desktop. That's another one that we should talk about, though. I'm going to put that on my list so I don't forget. Yeah, no, this one has been fine as far as running, working, everything. I just got everything installed, and so I mean, it's definitely working, running. I haven't had any issues as far as like performance goes, but so I think for the most part, this might be my stream computer, at least till I get another computer. I don't know, we'll see. But I was pretty excited when I stumbled upon this and was like, all right, $5. We can do $5 for that. Like, so because I just sold the other one to my dad for $150. I was like, it's probably worth a little bit more than that. I don't know if this one with the cracked screen and the battery is worth quite that much, but like, I would say at least $150. Again, you put in $15-20 for the battery. The hard part about this, the good thing is this one, where it's cracked, is literally just the glass. It's not cracked into the actual LCD screen. Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with the actual screen. It's just the glass. But I went and looked, and a whole new... You can't just replace the glass, unfortunately. Literally, like, the only way to do it is to replace the whole screen. And at that point, you're looking at like $150 for that anyways. I was like... If this was like a 2-year newer processor, I would do it. like if I could upgrade this to Windows 11 and know that it would run that for a while. But yeah, this is probably, another year or two. If I get the battery replaced, like it's probably another year or two. So unfortunately, I probably won't be doing the screen. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with this one. But this is my new $5 toy at the moment. But so my desktop is a whole different story. So a couple weeks ago, I decided to go and upgrade from 16 gigabytes of RAM to 32 on my desktop. So my desktop had been running just fine for a very long time at this point. So I went down to Micro Center, got a brand new 32 gigabyte kit of RAM, and took the other 16 gigabytes out. I didn't upgrade, like I just swapped them out. And ever since then, now I've been getting these kind of random blue screens and random shutdowns and different things. So at first I thought it was my hard drive, because I have had that for a little while, but I did some looking. That solid state drive from Samsung is guaranteed up to, it said 1,200 terabytes of write or something. When I went and ran one of the tests on it, I have written 23 terabytes to that drive. So I'm like, okay, well, hopefully it's not the drive going bad, because it is well under what like the warranty will cover. So it's basically brand new as far as that metric goes. But it made me think that it was that because every time, not every time, like half the time, it would, when it would reboot, it wouldn't recognize the hard drive anymore. It just said there's no hard drive attached. And I had to literally go and unplug and plug the hard drive back in. Then it would work just fine. So I kind of was thinking it was the hard drive. And then I was like, okay, well, if it's only gotten this 23 terabyte of write on it, I'm like, hopefully it's not something on the motherboard. I don't really want to buy a new motherboard. Good evening, Fox. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm just retelling the story of my blue screening computer. But yeah, so I mean, I went and did a bunch of things, and every time it blue screened, it was a different code. It was the weirdest thing to me. Every time it blue screened, it was throwing something different, and every time I Googled it, it was super vague, and it was never very helpful, or at least not helpful to me. Right. The couple of times that it actually made a dump file, I went and looked up read the dump file, and I can't understand anything in them. So not helpful again for me. So then I did have somebody on Twitter mention, they were like, hey, is it your RAM? Have you tried reseating it yet? And I was like, I haven't, but I did just get the RAM, so it could be that. Yeah. That's interesting. That is one thing that changed. But again, I was like, it's brand new. Like, how could it be the RAM, right? So then, did I get new RAM? Yes, I did. So then I went and I ran. It was the one night that I literally couldn't launch anything. A couple nights ago, couldn't launch anything. Nothing would run. Fortnite was just wrecked, and I couldn't even open it. Good evening, Nick. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so it was. So I finally went and ran that memtest 86, and it failed at 20%, saying there was too many failures. It just gave the big red fail screen. Definitely was not great. So I went back to Micro Center, yesterday now, I think. Went back, swapped the RAM, plugged it in, and I haven't put it super to the test at this point, but I have at least open Fortnite, open League of Legends, open DaVinci, kind of all those different places where it seemed to be blue screening and all that stuff. Haven't had any issues with it yet, so hopefully this RAM is... I did swap it out for exactly the same kit, same brand, same speed, same everything, so I'm hoping that it wasn't just something that my motherboard didn't like and was killing it itself. I have no idea what was going on. But yes, so I did go and get new RAM yesterday, and we are mostly good at this point, I think. So hopefully Devon rams RAM. I ram it into my motherboard. Something like that. I don't know. How's everybody doing? Nick, did you go to the draft today? I think you did. I assume you're home at this point.
No, he's that much of a dedicated viewer.
He's watching me from the draft. Dad jokes for the uninitiated. That's something.
Fox needs to do more dad jokes on Fortnite.
Oh my gosh.
I give you permission, Fox, to do dad jokes next time.
Got home and straight to mowing the lawn.
Oof.
Nice. So wait, were you inside today or was that tomorrow? Fox will continue with the dad jokes. Good. I mean, I like the dad jokes better than the random soundboards. That
he hasn't done the soundboards.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I've heard the Whopper Whopper song.
Which is funny because in my Discord group with George and all that, they've got the soundboards going now. So, except George removed a ton of sounds yesterday because they don't want to overuse them.
Yeah.
But I was kind of bummed they got rid of some of them because some of them were really funny.
Yeah.
But
oh man.
So
yeah,
more dad jokes, less soundboards from Fox, I guess.
I'm okay with that. Oh man, the other thing that I didn't mention about this laptop that is probably the one reason I'm not using it for a lot more is look at where the shift key is. This is the shift key right here.
Okay.
And this is where the shift key usually is. Like the shift key is usually here.
That's one big key. So
yeah.
You can't see it, but it's
really weird.
If you picture your shift key, it's long, you know.
Yeah.
This is cut in half. So it's really tiny.
Yeah, and it's super obnoxious, and I can never hit it. So for the most part, when I try to hit that, it hits the up arrow. So it goes to the beginning of where I'm typing instead of shift. And
because that side's normal.
Really
on the left side. The left side's a normal.
And the other thing that it was weird is that on my other Lenovo, again, same year, almost identical like type of model. They're both yogas. That was a ThinkPad yoga. This is a regular yoga. The function and the control keys are switched. So the function key is on the outside and the control is in the second spot, which again was like impossible to get used to. So it's just funny to me that literally in the same model year, they've swapped those, and then this mess over here with the shift key is just...
Now I'm having this weird thought. Do I ever use the right shift key for anything?
See, I do. I type properly, so anytime that I want to...
I don't
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anytime I want to capitalize, I use shift on my other hand.
I need to go...
All right. Thursday, Nick was outside guiding people to the main gates. Friday, you were in the fan services tent trying to get people to reserve slots for the football clinic for their kids. And then today, I'm assuming that means you're either still typing or that means today. Oh, yeah, because YouTube has the character limit on these. Then today, I'm guessing you were inside, hopefully. I'm honestly just excited to get the full rundown from you because I feel like we've barely talked and it hasn't been about the draft at all. Today, you were right east of the memorial telling people with carts and strollers to take the long ramp down instead of 4 flights of stairs. Oh, man. Wow, what a job. That's crazy. Like, I wish I had that many people. I wish we had that many people for Casey Game On. That would be nice. That's crazy. People everywhere. Do you know how many volunteers they had there? Like, total? How many people, like, signed up and that they said let's go with. I'd be amazed how many people questioned if I was telling them the truth. Thought they could get away with pushing their baby stroller down 4 flights of stairs. Let's be honest, I would have been one of those people. I would have been like, "Oh no, I'll take the stairs. That's fine. I can carry him down. I can push him down the stairs." I would be that guy. That would definitely be me. I'm like, "Oh, Leo loves the stairs. He loves the bumps." Oh, man. Well, good. Hopefully the draft was good. Hopefully you're not too exhausted. All right. Here's John reporting back on his shift key habits.
Yeah, I don't use the right shift key. It's only the left.
There you go. Then this is the perfect laptop for you because the shift key on the right side is basically useless on this.
I tried using the right one for something and it felt weird.
Yeah.
So use the right shift key for or your left hand for that's weird. So
yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, whatever hand you're trying to capitalize, you use the opposite
That makes no sense.
The opposite shift key.
That's not the play.
I'm assuming that's how I was taught.
Oh, well, I probably was taught that too, but
Oh, man. So how's everybody doing?
Yeah, I got nothing more.
I've got some stuff on YouTube. Holy crap. I don't know if anybody saw my latest video. I put out a video on my Nothing phone. If you haven't seen, I don't know if you saw this yet.
No, I haven't.
This is my newest phone. It's called the Nothing phone. So it's just clear glass on the back, so you can see all of the internals. Yeah, there it focused on it. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you can see all of the internals. If you want my full review, it is on. It's on you. Not really, probably a full review. So I basically did 3 things in that video, and one was talk, kind of about the phone specs and what it is. Then I went into like what I actually thought about it, using it and all this stuff. But I want to, and then the other thing was basically shared all the rumors and stuff about the Nothing Phone 2 that are out there right now. I'm gonna show you this. So the other super cool thing about the Nothing Phone is that it has a bunch of oh my gosh, where did I find this again? Has a bunch of LEDs on the back.
Oh.
So they can light up and do different things depending on what you can set different things for different contacts, for different yeah. So you can set different patterns. Oh my gosh. So there's lights around the camera. There's a little like strip here. There's a whole thing around the charger, the wireless charger. So there's a whole bunch of different patterns and things that it can do. You really need a forum to digest all this event. Way too much to type. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, next week, Saturday, let's do it. It also does some different things. You can use that as a fill light while you're video recording. Kind of cool. You can use it to track the amount of power it has been charged while it's charging. It'll show you the percentage on it type of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's got some interesting things. Honestly, I feel like it's a bit gimmicky.
Yeah.
Again, this is always how I have my phone, or I have it sitting up on a wireless charger.
Yeah.
So I never see the back, so it's kind of useless to me. I get the idea that it's an accessibility feature, you're deaf, people like the LEDs on the back that light up. This one is that to the max. Like, you can really customize it for every different contact, for every different type of notification, right? Not something that I use on a regular basis. Yeah. But I think it's a really cool phone. It's got some really cool themes. You got a hat, zipper hoodie, and a teammate team shirt. That's pretty cool. T-shirt. Oh my gosh. It's one of those days. That's pretty cool. That would have been one reason to volunteer anyways, just to get all the swag. All right. So I made a YouTube video on that, and I think that I am excited to say that YouTube has figured out what I am doing on my channel. Or I don't know if it's just that I have focused my videos pointedly enough that now YouTube knows what to do with them. But YouTube has figured it out. So almost immediately after posting this video, I was getting views from like search. Yeah. People were searching and finding my video. People were, and it was showing up on the browse page and all that kind of stuff. Nice. So again, I posted it 2 days ago now. Yeah, 2 days, 6 hours ago. So we're up to 156 views. So, I mean, like 75, 80 views a day we're averaging type of thing. Which, again, not like crazy groundbreaking, but that's crazy to me. Yeah. You know, when I first started, like, my videos, I was lucky to get like to 20 views type of thing. Like, I'm sure that I can even scroll back to like some of my first videos, right? And they'll have some of those kinds of numbers on them.
Right.
Let me scroll back. It's been a lot of videos now. Okay, so yeah, here's my 1 month in. Oh man, that's up to 300 views. That's pretty crazy too, actually. Okay, so okay, so a lot of these have some views on them, I guess. That's actually kind of crazy to me. Okay, so apparently YouTube has just figured out what to do with my channel, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm excited. It just makes me excited that I literally post a video and YouTube now has people to show it to. Yeah. And people are watching it. Watching my videos. So I'm excited. It's taken a freaking long time. I started remaking videos in June of last year, and I feel like we just started to hit this. Yeah. Like a month or two ago is when I posted that Pixel video that actually took off, and I think that was probably the start of like, oh, okay, he's got a smartphone channel now. Like, that's just what YouTube decided after that video. So that's where we're at, and I'm excited because I feel like all we need is like one more of those videos that like actually hits the algorithm and gets another couple like 1,000 views on it. Yeah. And we're going to get monetized real quick. We're going to hit that 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. It's definitely coming. So it's slow right now, but we're up to 342 subscribers. Nice. I'm actually getting crazy excited for my year video as well, and I feel like I should start working on it. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Should figure that out.
Yeah.
We should figure that out.
I have zero clue.
We should do something together. I need help. I need help mostly. Then we could do something like we could premiere it on stream or something. Do something fun. Let's see. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I released that first video on June 14th, which is a Wednesday. So not ideal. We can just go June 16th or something and make that the premiere of a year video.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have no idea yet what you want to do.
We'll have to brainstorm that. If anybody has any good ideas, let me know. I don't know what a good idea would be for a year video. Okay. Well, So that's a thing. But yeah, next week for sure, Nick. If you're free, we'll talk about the draft. Let's talk all the tech of the draft. Tell me all of the technology that you got to see when you were directing those strollers down the path instead of the stairs.
Bring pictures, and then the pictures can go on stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
So everybody can
right?
see them, because I want to see them.
Let you see when you're going to the in-laws. Okay, you can do that. You don't have to do that right now either. We're pretty relaxed here, so sometime next weekend. That's good. That's good. All right. Not really anything else that I was. You're going to eat reheated KC Go meat. All right. Good luck with that. I don't know. You might be careful with that. I don't know how long pork is supposed to stay refrigerated unless you froze it, but reheated, I don't know. That might be stretching it there.
Good luck.
The other thing I was going to ask you about, so there's a bunch of rumors going around about the next Pixel phone being or not necessarily the next one. The Pixel 7a has been, I don't know if it's been announced yet, but it's been leaked to heck. And so has the new Pixel folding phone.
Okay.
Everybody seems to be going into folding phones. Have you ever considered getting a folding phone?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm too much of a boomer at heart to upgrade anything. I'm fine with what I have.
I mean, you've obviously upgraded.
I know, but like it's
Okay.
the same as my previous one. It's just newer and it's got more
Yeah.
memory and
Yeah. But I mean, you've obviously upgraded through the years. You haven't always had an iPhone.
I've had an iPhone for the last decade.
Okay, well.
And before that, it was Android for about
Yeah.
4 years.
Okay.
And then you're getting into
So you switched.
old territory. Yeah, but it was hard to switch on those. It was hard to switch on the Droid. Going from the Droid 2 to the 3 even. Or whatever that was.
Nick wanted a folding phone the moment it was announced by Samsung. I did too, but the moment they were announced by Samsung, they were like dumb expensive. And to be completely honest, I am a lot less interested.
Is it the fold like we're going back to like a razor?
No,
that folds like a book.
Yeah, that's what this Google Pixel one is going to be.
I mean, if anything, if it like any of your phones, if you have it, I'll hold it, I'll test it, I'll check it out. Probably won't be getting it though, or anything like that for any time soon.
So this one, the Pixel Fold, they're assuming is going to also be pretty expensive at this point. But the other thing that really kind of gets me is that I'm not ridiculously interested in like first gen hardware. At least when I'm like spending my own money on it. 'Cause like the difference between the Samsung Z Fold 1 and the Z Fold 2 was like a million years. Up till now, you've had one phone which was owned by the company that you worked for, so you didn't have an option. Yeah. Well, again, you don't have to use that as your personal phone. I never used my work phone. I still never use my work phone as my personal phone. So the one thing that I do like about this Google Pixel folding phone over the Samsung is that form factor. The Samsung is a lot taller and skinnier when it's folded up. So it's got like almost a really square screen when you open it up. And this one's a lot like shorter and fatter. So when you open it up, it's a lot more like a standard tablet, or at least like an iPad type of screen ratio, which I think makes a lot more sense because people have now been making tablet applications for a long time. Nobody's been making apps to fit on the Samsung ratio yet. So You're hoping future Pixel will be available, but yeah, always use the same phone because you're cheap and didn't want to carry 2 phones. I've been carrying 2 phones at this point for way too long that it doesn't even bother me anymore. But that's the one reason. I've gotten really good at finding really thin phones and really thin cases to go over them. It makes carrying 2 phones a heck of a lot easier. I also, at this point, have gotten so used to carrying extra phones that, like, I've started trying to maximize the potential, like having 2 different Pokemon Go accounts on each, all of that kind of stuff. This is the way. All phones will replace our laptops. Again, I know we talked about this. I don't think this form factor has anything to do with them replacing laptops.
When the iPad was announced, I was going to replace it.
Yeah.
Because when the iPad was announced, I was like, I'm ready. This is what I want. This is what I want. I want this so bad. Because I was going to do... I was so naive at the time. I was going to do editing on it.
Yeah.
Video editing.
To be fair, the pros are the iPad Pros are pretty ridiculous. See, I think this form factor for me 100% and just immediately replaces the need for a tablet. If you have this, it is a tablet, right? Like, you don't need a tablet anymore. But I mean, as far as replacing an actual computer, I don't know why this would replace it any quicker than any other phone. As far as having the same power and stuff, like, for the most part, these folding phones have less power in them at the moment because they're all trying to be so skinny and they're trying to work on the hinges, and you can't fit anything in there, and it's just kind of a mess. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. I do like this form factor better than the Samsungs, but again, at the price that everybody is assuming that this one is going to be released at, probably going to be a little bit out of my price range. But is that screen flickering, or is that just me? Like the colors when I scroll? No, I can't see it anymore. Okay. Oh, weird. Okay, well, hopefully it was just me. But yeah, so that's the... Yeah, there. Okay, you're seeing that? Okay. All right. It'll take a couple of years to be affordable. Yeah, I know. And it's... I get it. It's also just hard now that the Samsung is getting so much cheaper that this one is planning on coming out at the same prices as like the original Samsung one came out. It's just a little strange to me. And at this point, I would have no problem buying like a Samsung Z Fold 3, a 2-generation one old for a quarter of the price of all of these and be just fine with it. I've started to enjoy all of these like mid-range phones. Like this phone was $400, brand new. The Google Pixel 7 that I bought was $385. I'm like, these phones are fantastic. Like, there's very little at this point that is drawing me to the ultra high-end flagship phones anymore.
One thing I know what you're going to say is I just wish these iPhones had better cameras on them.
I mean, they're fine cameras, I think. Yeah, I don't think they're great. I don't think they're great. The camera on the Pixel 7, I can't believe how amazing it is for the price point for $385. I'm actually trying to get Katie to use it to switch to it for a little bit. Like, okay, just use it for like a week and just see what you think. But she hasn't taken the bait yet.
I keep seeing it comes up. I don't know why I get Taylor Swift stuff on my algorithm on TikTok all the time. I don't search that out. I don't interact with it. It's just constantly. Excuse me. But one of the things that comes up a lot, or I have seen, is they'll do the iPhone. They'll be sitting in the crowd. They'll do their iPhone video comparison to another phone.
Yeah.
And the iPhone is always crap compared to what the other phone is.
Yeah.
For the camera.
Well,
like,
yeah.
Dang, that makes me want to switch over, but I'm too.
Yeah. I mean, I think the good thing is the iPhone has some really it has really decent like point and shoot features. Again, just the keep it simple type of mentality, like just take a picture and it looks fine. That the Samsungs always have the crazy cameras, but again, I feel like those you need a little bit of like camera know-how to make them look good. There needs to be a little bit of planning that goes into it. The Pixel is the same way as like the iPhone, where you just kind of point and shoot and it looks amazing. But speaking of, I mean, your Pixel 7 Pro, I'm pretty sure they're the same cameras. The only thing the 7 Pro has over the 7 is it has like the telephoto lens, I think. It's either a telephoto or a macro. It's one of those like lenses. Otherwise the cameras are the same. The processor is the same. All of the post-processing stuff is all the same. So your Pixel 7 Pro pictures should look identical to mine unless you're zooming in a bunch. But I'd be happy to look at them because the Pixel 7 and the 7 Pro take really, really good looking pictures with very, very minimal effort, I feel. This the Nothing phone, I feel like, is kind of in that middle of the ground there. Like, it takes fine pictures, but nothing crazy. Nothing quite as like good looking right out of the camera as the Pixel did or anything. This is basically like, it's basically an iPhone with Android running on it, I feel. God dang, I keep dropping stuff. Yeah, it looks like an iPhone. They definitely took stylings off of that. But it also looks so similar to that Oppo phone I had, the League of Legends one. Very, very similar. The Oppo was a little bit skinnier, and I like that, but it's a nice little phone. I like it. Yeah, so that's the new the news around the phone world. Speaking of weird phones, though, man, I follow this guy. He goes by Mr. Mobile. He is doing a video series called When Phones Were Fun. And he just does like the history of like these weird phones. So he just released one. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but about like Blackberries and about some of like the flip Blackberries, and like it was just a nostalgia video. I'm like, oh man, I miss some of those Blackberries, like the Pearl with its weird keyboard, the flip phones, just crazy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I just realized in this mode that I don't have your microphone added.
I'm not adding too much.
All right. There, now it's there. Now you Oh, there it's going.
Fine.
Now everybody should be able to hear you. All right, I'll switch back anyways. We're back. But yeah, if you haven't watched those, if you care about being nostalgic, he also did one on like the Nokia Lumia Windows phones, in particular the 1020 with the big old camera on it, and it was a really good watch too. But that's like that was like one of my Nick said, yeah, I should have mentioned that, my bad. Nick knew that your mic was off. He just didn't care.
I know, he doesn't need to hear me.
I wish that I could make videos like that, just talking about those weird old phones and make them as well as he does. But it's fun because he's been doing this for so long that he's got all these videos and pictures of him like reviewing those phones like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
so it's really, they're really cool videos that he's been making. You've been getting kids to bed, so you're half pissing attention. Amazing typo there. Appreciate it. Oh, good times. I'm actually excited that this computer is just working and holding up.
Good.
So there's no drop frames yet. Because I didn't even test things like does the Wi-Fi work well or not? I don't know. I haven't tried. I didn't know if it was just gonna die if it got to like so much CPU usage or anything. Like I just decided to put everything at, hey, let's stream 1080p and see what happens. And here we are.
Yeah, I'll say the computer you had upstairs, you were for some reason streaming it at 144. It was playing up there at 144. So I changed it to 1080 so it looked clear when I was testing out my typing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was just playing the video. Yeah, I do that whenever I just tab like people's Twitch streams and stuff, so it doesn't take as much bandwidth and graphic power. But yeah, I mean when I'm not sitting there using it. Yeah. Okay, so the one other thing that I've noticed is that not nearly as many people have been showing up to the Saturday streams as they did on Fridays.
Yeah.
So one other thing I was trying to debate is, do we continue doing the Saturday streams? Do we switch it up? Do we try a different day? Or do we just stop doing the streams until I'm done with volleyball and we go back to Friday streams?
That's your call. I don't know. When does volleyball end?
I think it's at least another month. That was either week 3 or 4. No, I think that was week 4 that we just did, and I think
because you had a bye week one.
Yeah. So I think it's all of next month.
Okay.
So May, and then it might be 1 week into June. I don't know. So again, I don't know if we keep doing this. I think we do keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ever like any of the other days, any other options, but I think what we will try to do is, like I said, try to get some other people involved again.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know, because I feel bad. I don't have much to contribute.
Well, I mean,
and
it's also one of those things when we talk every week like this, we talk about things, and like unless something brand new happened this week, we talked about everything last week, right? Mm-hmm. So I think I'm gonna try to start finding people for streams to come in and hang out, talk about things.
And even if you have to remotely get them in,
we could do that. That's definitely, I thought about that. It's probably one of those.
I know it's more fun to be down here.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those, like, that would be I don't know if last resort is the right word, but like definitely not something that I want to do, but it's definitely a possibility. We could do that. But yeah, I want to start, I think, bringing people in, and I think that would... Gosh, I thought your can was just moving by itself. I'm like, why is that doing that? Oh, man. Oh, what is in my search history? On this computer, it is a search history for a couple of programs that I downloaded, like OBS, Pretzel Rocks, and Google Chrome. And then there's a search history for the Google Pixel folding phone. That's about it. That's about all that's in the search history on this computer. It's a brand new computer.
Matt, you can come here and do your search history. You could be a guest.
There you go. Did I watch any Scott Adkins? I don't know who that is. Do I know who that is? Did we talk about this another week or something? Who's Scott Adkins? Do I need to put Scott Adkins in my search history?
Comes up for me as an actor, film producer, and martial artist.
Yeah, we looked him up. I still don't know who he is. He played the Russian fighter Yuri Boyka in the Undisputed franchise. Is that... Oh, is he from John Wick?
He was in John Wick 4.
Okay.
Which we...
The greatest of all time.
I didn't... I wasn't trying to watch, but that was what they were watching in Discord last night.
Yeah.
But I've not seen 2 or 3, so I was like, well, I don't really care, but
yeah,
I'll be in the room, and then I had it up on my screen, but I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
And then I saw the ending, and I was like, oh, I kind of wish I didn't see the ending now, because, it's, big spoilers.
Well, yeah, I've not watched any of that though, so sorry. I appreciate you being here, Matt. Though, if you want to come down here one of these nights, feel free. We're doing them on Saturdays now, so
you might even see me.
Oh,
hang out with me.
Nice. But either way, we were just I don't want to say we were wrapping it up, but man, I don't have like anything else on my list to talk about, so
I don't have anything. I have nothing tech related.
Hopefully,
I can talk about other stuff.
Hopefully, Matt brought his topics other than Scott Adkins.
I can talk to you about hockey, and I can talk to you about movies.
Will I be cooking a tenderloin? I absolutely can be.
Oh my god!
If that's what would get you here.
I kind of want to watch the end of this hockey game. They're in overtime.
Oh yeah.
It's Toronto, Tampa Bay. Toronto's leading games 3-2. And they're in overtime right now. And Toronto has not made it out of the first round. I think. What did I see? It was a stupid statistic. It was like if you had. It's like a 1 in. I don't even know what it was. It was literally like 1 in a million that they've make it out or something like that. Or like if you were to bet against the Toronto Maple Leafs for every time that they've had a chance to win and move past. For the past how many years?
Yeah.
You'd have like $300,000.
Yeah.
Like if you were to bet, let's say
like,
$1.
Yeah.
And then the next time they were able to get out, you bet that.
You just double it.
You just keep doubling it.
Yeah.
It'd be like $300,000. So they're in overtime right now.
Nice.
And now it's just hockey updates. And Jacob Trouba and his Rangers are. Looks like they're going to survive elimination.
Yeah.
Because they could get eliminated tonight, but they're up 3-1 against the Devils. So.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
He does not have a goal or a point, though. So I think that's insane.
I'm sure he'd be fine with that.
That Jacob is captain of the Rangers.
Sure is.
And we know his cousin. So there's your hockey update for me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I know. And the viewership dropped, so sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, folks.
Matt's done. He's like, all right. He doesn't know who Scott Adkins is, so I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or he's on his way over here because I said I would cook tenderloin, not realizing that I'm not going to cook it tonight. I'm not going to pull something out of the freezer to start smoking right now. Either way. Waiting for Jacob to get you. Oh, to come over here? All right. I mean, it'll take a while for that to thaw, but...
I mean, it's Saturday. You got time to wait.
I mean, to be fair, I'll probably be up half the night anyways. We were last night. Leo was up and awake from about 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock last night.
That's the time I went to bed finally. It was 2:30. I was done on Discord.
Yeah. Yep. Leo woke up and he did not want to go back to sleep. He's at the point now where he just like sits in his bed and will cry until you take him out, and then he's like, all right, I don't want to be held either. Mm-hmm. So like if you're trying to hold him, he's crying too, so you just have to let him down. Like that's the only way he's not gonna cry. So yeah, he was just like on his rocking horse, like just having a good time, just rocking. Oh my gosh. I just got a text message.
Suspense.
Yeah. So so that's where I was yesterday or this morning at 4 a.m. It was fun. Good times. So what I'm saying is I'll probably be awake. So I guess if you want to start smoking something, we probably could. But he did not have any glow sticks. He did have a bottle. I don't know what he would have done with a glow stick. He'd probably try to eat it.
Eat it, yeah.
Probably try to eat it. That's what I imagine. I don't know. No idea what he'd do with a glow stick. If you're coming over, though, that's what you should bring some.
All right, well, I missed it, but looks like Toronto won. They actually made it out of the first round.
Nice.
For the first time in God knows how many years.
Yeah.
Not that I care. Nobody likes Toronto, but... Let me see here. I'm curious. I don't want to derail your...
It's okay. I mean, there's not much going on to be able to derail at this time. You took your little guy to main event tonight. Dude, I was just telling Katie that we need to take Leo down to main event or Dave and Buster's or something. I'm like, he would freak. We getting hammered? Absolutely. We've got the Breckenridge Nitro Irish Stout right now. It's pretty solid.
They said main event. Laser tag there is fun.
Yeah.
That's
what I wanted to do at KC Game On.
Oh,
I was like, if we find some legit laser tag, find one of those rooms or hallways. We could use one of the whole floors, floor 3, right?
Yeah.
Just all right, play capture the flag on a floor.
That'd be so much fun. Yeah.
How cool would that be, right?
Because see, that's what I used to. I feel like I mentioned it on this stream before. I bet I did, but it feels familiar. How I always wished when our school shut down, I wanted to convert it into a paintball arena.
Yeah.
And you keep all the classrooms identical. You don't take anything out. You just play in the school.
Yeah.
The same thing like that, except you laser tag. But you'd have your base. You'd have your and it would be I always envisioned it like a 2-day event like that. You'd stay the night inside the school. You'd have your base, and you needed to go get food. You needed to get supplies. You could steal stuff. I had a whole thing in mind. It would have been incredible.
I mean, at this point, it's probably not a good idea to play war games in a school.
No, I know that now. But
all right, I don't know what Greco-Roman wrestling is, but apparently Jacob is bringing butter for it. So
no,
he told me to bring the nipple guards.
Okay, this is. Good night, everybody.
I still am just trying to imagine what's going on. I don't know what Greco-Roman wrestling is. Is that a typo, or is that actually something?
I don't think there's a K in it, but it is Greco-Roman wrestling.
I've never heard of it. Is it something that I should put in my search history?
It's
oh, there it is.
Event. I don't know if it's anything
okay.
standard wrestling.
It's probably just some. Oh, okay.
Jacob seems like he's very well versed, though.
It is called classic wrestling, also known as French wrestling, style of wrestling that is practiced worldwide. Okay, yeah, so it's just the Olympic version.
I tried wrestling when I was in elementary school, and the extent of it was, the first night was up in the weight room, right? Mm-hmm. My dad, and this was my dad taking me, so
nice.
We're talking now at least 23 years ago.
Yeah.
If not 24. And we get up to the weight room. I stand in the entryway, and I go, nope. And I said, we're going home. We walked back down the steps, and I did not do wrestling.
That is actually very similar to my experience. I went and I got into the warm up and everything, and
I don't even think I made it into a singlet or
so
anything.
yeah, I mean I like walked around, we did our warm ups or whatever, and then they were like, all right, we're breaking out and we're like partnering up to start doing drills or whatever. And I remember that they partnered me up with like the freaky gigantic hairy kid at the time.
Yeah.
Like twice my size, and this is like elementary school, and like, why do you look like a full grown man? And that's where I looked. I turned around to my dad and I was like, "No, let's go home. I'm done."
I did not want to do it.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't do sports
in
school.
So Jacob says this is not very techie talk. So here's one thing that we were talking about before. These are the newest renders of the new Google folding phone. How are you guys feeling about folding phones? Has anybody got any preferences? Is anybody gonna get one? I'm very interested to see what you guys think.
I already said my piece. No.
We were talking about them. I had one. I had the original Z Fold, Samsung Z Fold, for 29 days, and then I returned it to Amazon.
Nope.
I wanted to like it so bad, but the problem is that I found myself just using the front screen so often that I just never took the time to open to the big screen. And then when I did open to the big screen, it was just like a bad experience because none of the apps were optimized for it. Like it just didn't, it wasn't good. So I mean, I imagine unless you're watching a video or playing a game or doing something on that big screen, like I hope that a lot of like at least the bigger apps have updated for that kind of screen resolution at this point. But that was also I mean, I'm sure the 2 was out when I tried that, when I got that, but it was a while ago. So I hope that more apps have been optimized for that kind of like screen resolution, but it wasn't fun using that big screen at the time.
No.
You keep seeing issues with the screens where the fold starts to discolor and blow pixels.
I believe it. I've
definitely seen that on again, for the most part, it seems like a lot of the like first and second gen ones. I don't know. Again, not that I've looked that much into it, but I don't know how big of an issue that is anymore with the newer ones that are coming out. Like I know the very first one, the Z Fold 1 and the Z Flip 1, the Motorola Razr, the original, not the original Razr, but like the first new generation Razr, had a bunch of issues like that. If you go on eBay, I've looked at those recently, all these on eBay. Those like first generation phones are always the one, like there's a million of them. If you want one with black spots on the crease, like they are a dime a dozen. I'm not sure how common that is with the newer ones. I guess it might just be because those are older now, right? And then once these newer ones become older, they'll do the same thing. I'm not 100% sure, but I assume that the screens are getting better at this point. But I mean, Samsung's about to release their 5th generation of these things, so I would hope the screens are getting better. But I think this is also one of those things that I talked about. I am not super interested in buying like a first generation phone of most things. But to be honest, I don't think I'd be interested in buying like Samsung's 5th generation, like day of type of thing.
Right.
I'm okay with giving that like a couple weeks and see if anybody comes up with a bunch of problems like that. Oh yeah, we used a new screen that was supposed to be fantastic, but now everybody's has spots on it. Like, I don't know. They're still so new, just in general, that they're pretty crazy. I would definitely like take one and use one if somebody sent me one, but Man, I don't need to spend $2,000 on my own at this point.
No. Nope.
Yeah. So again, I would love to get my hands on one of these Pixels. I like this form factor better, but especially, man, I'm really not interested when they mess so many other things up on like the Pixel 7 still. Like the fingerprint reader is still just not great. It works at this point, but it's still not great.
I don't trust any of that stuff. My I don't know. The fingerprint reader, the face reader, I never use that stuff. It means nothing to me.
Oh gosh.
I don't like using it.
All the face recognition stuff has gotten really, really good.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
We were actually just talking about the 1020 earlier and how awesome of a phone it was. I just actually saw a guy make a documentary on the 1020. Pretty cool. But a lot of people have been actually talking about the 1020 recently in the smartphone world because Xiaomi just released their 13 something that is very reminiscent of the 1020. No, where is it? Is it 13 Pro? What's the one that just came out here? No, it's not those.
I don't know.
Let me just look up Xiaomi. You enjoy? Do you know how big the 1520 was? Do you know how big the 1520 was?
Jacob's got a point.
Start a Patreon page and set up a fund to purchase products exclusive. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, we can do stuff like that. Although, there's two things. One, to be able to get that big, to get enough money to, like, to do that kind of stuff, I assume that these companies would be sending me stuff. If I get big enough where I have enough people donating to buy these types of devices, I would hope that also means I'm big enough that these companies are finally just sending me their stuff. But yeah, I mean, I would love to do stuff like that. I actually thought, you know what would be really cool? I was like, I kind of want to do almost like a raffle type of thing where like I go and build a computer and then it's a $20 raffle ticket, and then I only sell X amount of tickets to like pay for that computer. Mm-hmm. So it's not like 10,000 people are in on this raffle for this computer. It's the first, 50 people that sign up. So now you paid $20 for like the raffle ticket, but now you're 1 in 50 of winning a brand new computer or something like that. I thought something like that would be cool. I would have to start an OnlyDads account.
That's how I've only partaken, I don't know what the word is, in one for movies before. But like, let's say I've got a $200 box set, okay, and then it's $10 a ticket. I only have 20 tickets. Mm-hmm. I get my $200. It's like somebody paid for it full price.
Yep.
But the person that wins it only paid the 10.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So.
Yeah.
I suppose that's how most raffles work.
Right.
It's nothing new, but.
Okay, start using your OnlyFans money to invest in products for your tech channel. Yeah, I mean, I already, I feel like I invest quite a bit at this point in my tech channel already. But maybe that's just me. So yeah, this is the new, oh my gosh, if I could just find like a decent picture. So this is the new Xiaomi phone that was just released like a couple weeks ago. You had the same idea. So everybody's talking about how much it looks like and how reminiscent it is of the 1020. Especially because, again, this is, not only does it just look like it, but it also has almost like a similarly revolutionary like camera in it, like just crazy, really, really good camera. So everybody's been talking about this and the 1020 at the same time. Like, look at. I think this is super cool because it's all like textured and stuff too. Like, god dang, overseas they have so many cool phones. Mm-hmm. I love this one. And then there was another one that oh my gosh, I don't even remember what it was. I tweeted about it, how much I wanted it, but that's the hard part with a lot of these phones. Like, if I wanted to get this, I would have to go to those sketchy Chinese websites and get them imported again like the last one. And as successful as my last one was, which actually, I don't know if you knew, but I did finally sell that League of Legends phone.
Oh, yeah.
I paid just over $600 for it. Got it. Everything was there. It was perfect. So I used it for, like 6-8 months, or at least had it for that long. Just sold it for $750.
Oh,
so
wow. Nice.
So I made it almost $100 on it. So I'm like, now that is the type of investment that I could get used to. But I don't think that's normal, especially if you're buying like a brand new of anything. But that is the kind of investment that I could get used to. So, Matt and Jacob, while you're here, did you see my latest video that I did? We were just talking about my newest phone right here. This is the Nothing Phone 1, the Nothing Phone. If you haven't seen that video, you should go check it out. It's a pretty sweet looking phone. I'll have to show you guys when you get here. I've got custom ringtones for everybody. Just kidding, I don't. I haven't set any of it up yet. I could. Basically, every custom ringtone comes with its own light show. It's a pretty interesting phone. Oh, it's fine. You don't have to go and watch the video if you don't want. I mean, it's already got 156 views on it, so it's fine. No big deal. Oh no, it's loading really slow. I can hear. It's cool because I can hear the fan going, but man, it is really nice and cool. It is not hot at all. You'll check it out tonight. Yes. So, you guys came in like too late. We already talked about all of this stuff. We already talked about the YouTube channel and how I am like so excited because after my Pixel video that actually like hit the algorithm, like seriously, like a month ago, I think YouTube, like I didn't see like exponential growth from that video or anything, but I think YouTube now understands where my videos are at and like what audience it wants to send them to. So again, I don't know if it's because I've finally put enough of the same types of videos out or what, but YouTube has finally figured it out and they're actually showing my videos to people. So almost immediately when I hit publish on this one, as soon as like the high def stuff was all rendered out and everything, I was instantly getting video views from browse pages and from search and everything. Like I'm pretty excited. YouTube knows where they want to send my videos now. So I'm excited to keep putting videos out and see where it keeps going, because at this rate, if I keep releasing videos and the last couple of videos, and if we just keep getting the same kind of traction that the last couple of videos have gotten, man, I'm going to be partnered here real quick, and that's exciting. We're shooting for 1,000 subscribers. It is definitely within reach. The last couple weeks has been like this 1,000 subscriber thing is actually feeling possible at this point. So it's pretty crazy. I'm excited though. It's fun to finally feel like I'm successful at like one of these websites and social media stuff. Like I feel like I've been trying to game it for so long, and it's finally starting to work. Not really game it, but like figure it out. And I think I've finally done enough reading and research and work in putting videos out that it's starting to get there. So pretty exciting. I'm excited about it. I don't know about anybody else, but all right. So now that we've literally covered everything twice, the only thing I don't think I told you guys that I didn't cover twice was my beautiful new computer here. I have not invited you guys as guests. All right. Well, you are formally invited to next week's show. Mark your calendars. May 6th. May the 6th be with you. And I put our podcast on hold. Dude, if you want to do a podcast, YouTube is pushing podcasts so hard right now. If I had literally any more structure to this live stream that I do, I still call them live streams and not like shows or like episodes or even a podcast, just because there's no rhyme or reason to these streams. But YouTube is pushing podcasts like crazy right now. If you wanted to start something, I feel like it would be really, really easy for it to get some numbers on YouTube. So let me know. I've already got a studio. I have put way too much time and effort into this studio down here and figuring all of this stuff out. I've got 3 microphones just like that one, plus this one, 4 microphones. I can have 4 cameras set up here in very short order if you want to get whatever going on. I can make whatever you want happen. I'm waiting for you guys. But if you want to stop by, we're doing these on Saturday nights right now for at least probably another month. I don't know. It's going to depend. If anybody else had any like super strong opinions on a different day, I could definitely be talked into doing different days of the week. We were doing them on Friday, and that seemed to be a lot more successful as far as getting people to watch, to tune in. Saturday, I'm guessing that people have a lot more stuff that they're doing. So definitely not as many people have been showing up since we've been doing Saturdays, but now we've got some stuff going on Fridays. So at least for the next month, I don't know. We're seeing seeing what's going to happen, but that's what I was literally just talking to John about is if we can start getting other guests and different people in here on Saturdays. I like doing Saturdays or at least the weekend, right? Yeah, I like the Friday show too. I think that was better. Definitely had a lot more people in here on Fridays. I think it makes more sense. But I also like doing the weekends because, especially when I want, the goal is to get people in here. John was saying that, we could bring people on virtually, do a webcam thing. But that's not as fun. I really want to get people in here, right? We have this space that is super fun. So I want to get people in here, and it's definitely going to be easier on a Friday or Saturday night than it is like Tuesday night. Like, hey, you want to come over to the pub 8 p.m. on Tuesday and like have a couple beers? Like, nobody wants to do that. So and half the time people don't even want to drink on weekday nights. So like, yeah, let's go down to the pub and like chat over some glasses of water. We don't even like to drink soda this late at night because then we're up all night. You know what I really do want to do though? We talked about it before. I really want to start drinking whiskey, and I need somebody to help me. I actually just went to the liquor store today, and I bought a new bottle. Let me know how I did. This is from the cellars of Lincoln Henderson? Heckelson? I don't know. It's very not legible. From the cellars of Lincoln Henderson, Angel's Envy. I don't know if you've ever had that, heard of it. It is also a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It is finished in port wine barrels. It is Angel's Envy, yes. I definitely, out of the ones that I have tried, definitely like the Kentucky straight bourbon whiskeys the best. So that was the one that caught my eye today when I went out. Pretty good. Got it. Holy crap. Tony is popping into the chat. Is he coming over? Okay. John, hold on. Don't show everybody your luchador mask yet. Don't show everybody your luchador mask yet. Matt asked if you were getting ready for the match. Also, Tony just messaged and said, give me 5 minutes. So I don't know if that... Oh no, he saw me get the whiskey bottle out. That's what it was. Oh, dude. No, you don't need... Pants are optional in the pub. They make a dark rye bourbon as well. It has a sweeter finish. Okay. Again, I don't know almost anything. You'll bring it sometime, though. Appreciate it. Yes, absolutely. So, again, whether that's part of this show or whatever we do, that's definitely something I want to do. I know I didn't really want to commit to, like, oh, we'll have a different, like, bottle of whiskey that we're trying, like, every week. Because I'm like, that's going to probably get expensive. But I'm definitely down to try some. I would be so down to doing, like, if you want to do a full podcast, like a full 2-hour podcast every week on, like, trying whiskey. Like, you'll be the expert, I'll be the noob. Jacob asks if those are shake weights. Oh, God.
That's just for you, Jacob.
It's really awkward as soon as he puts that mask on and does that, too. It gets weird.
There was something else that.
I do not have a luchador mask. That's something I should put on, like, my Amazon wish list. I need to get something like that. He says you're a natural. Oh yeah, so I haven't even opened this one yet. It's still sealed, but I've definitely been trying out different whiskeys. Tony has been helping me try whiskeys, so
You guys can have at it. I don't like whiskey.
I don't either, but I'm trying.
The only whiskey I can tolerate is Fireball.
It's Fireball.
And everybody always like, it's the worst ever. It's like, oh, that's good. I like it.
Is Fireball actually a whiskey?
Yeah, isn't it?
Didn't know
Isn't
that.
it Fireball whiskey? Yeah,
I'm sure it is. Something
I'm
like
pretty
that.
sure.
I just lump that in the same category as like those like pre-mixed shot bottles.
Yeah.
And
Fireball cinnamon whiskey.
Okay, it is a whiskey. That's
Yeah.
crazy to me. Okay, good.
Its foundation is Canadian whiskey.
Huh. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I can do that. It's great. I think it tastes good, but I like cinnamon.
Yeah. Oh, see, I don't like cinnamon. Blech.
Have you never done the cinnamon challenge?
No.
I don't advise it.
Just need to drink more of it. Yep. Absolutely. I get it. And that's why I'm drinking it. Like, I still don't like it, but I'm still trying. I still drink it. I still try. Just working on it. I think there's a little... Again, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just going to start spouting some stuff that doesn't make any sense, I'm sure. But I feel like there's the right mixture of, like, not necessarily ice, but, like, ice or water into whiskey that makes it, like... God, I'm just... No idea. I don't want to say, like, tolerable, but I think that like literal like drops of water into your whiskey can help make it tolerable again. Doesn't sound like the right word. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff now. See, this is what would make a whiskey podcast like so probably entertaining, is just how dumb I am at stuff like this. Like, all right, let's try this whiskey. I don't even know what it is.
No, thank you.
Yeah. It's actually billed as a whiskey liquor, but they can call their spirits whiskey. Yeah. See, that's why I figured it was something like that, but whatever. It's Fireball. It's Fireball. What do you do?
Fireball.
That is definitely spiking the mic pretty hard.
I hear a dog. I think Tony actually is here.
Hide the whiskey. Yeah, he is. All I have to do is bring out the whiskey. I text him all day. No response. He didn't have time for a belt. What do you?
Yeah, belts are for work.
You can take over.
Oh, I got 2 chairs over there. Oh man. Well, welcome to the stream, Tony.
What's up?
I was literally about to end this stream before everybody just decided to pile in.
Well, we're here.
Like, here we go, I guess. Well, I guess, does that mean we're taste testing?
I'm in.
All right. Jacob says he enjoys all forms of whiskey. He'll knock out some Fireball with you, John. Matt and Jacob will bring your friend Justin. He always has Fireball on him. I feel like that's not the ideal person to bring with you if they always have Fireball with them.
Well, unless it's a gallon, because it takes like that much to get you drunk. Right?
Oh man. I mean, I just feel like if that's your liquor of choice, like that's really shows something about you.
It'll show something. Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm just gonna take this off.
80 proof or something. 88 proof.
Yeah.
Or 78 proof. That's probably like 90, 100. That's probably
86.6.
That means it's good.
I mean, it's good.
And if you do a water back, it makes it even better.
Yeah. Yep. Smells like whiskey.
Cork smells good.
How's that? How's that for glasses? Tasting glasses. Do you need something else to drink?
I got a water back over here.
All right.
So you got that today?
I did, yes.
This water. I wish I could say it was glacial water, but those don't exist anymore.
Good. All right.
Cheers to that one.
You have to smell it with your mouth open. I forget that.
Yeah. It actually is really smooth.
That's actually...
It actually tastes better than how it smells, in my opinion.
It definitely burned at the end there, but like drinking it was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is one of the first that I'm like, I feel like that's got like a flavor to it. It doesn't. I don't know. Like that's the first one that I'm like, that doesn't just taste like another whiskey. Like I can tell a difference on that one.
I can tell the difference, but I can't tell what it is.
No, yeah, I have no idea what it is. Huh.
It smells like smells like a good whiskey. Not
Yeah.
like Jim Beam or something.
Yeah. It was definitely not cheap. It was
awesome.
yeah, it was I think it was 47 or something. It was on sale though. That's why I grabbed it. So it was the like sale special or whatever. So I was like, all right, looks good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm okay with it.
I say, I'm gonna make a prediction.
Okay.
2 months, it'll be gone.
Okay. All right. Well, it depends. If these guys come over next weekend, we were talking about making a whiskey podcast.
Yeah, well, I caught the end of it, but I was putting my pants on.
Yep. Man. Now I have to go over everything that we covered for a third time.
I mean, you can.
We talked so much tech this week, this podcast. Jacob says he'll bring a selection for us.
Ooh. Is he gonna bring those circle ice cubes and everything?
I have no idea.
Is he a connoisseur?
Ooh, speaking of ice cubes, I need to figure out what's going wrong with my fridge. It hasn't been making ice cubes, so we're almost out.
Literally, my fridge does that like twice a year. I just unplug it, take a hairdryer to it.
Yeah, I think it might be because
or you can stick your hand up there and like.
Yeah, I think I need to do something like that. But
that thing is 2 years old. And it's
yeah.
faulty. Like, yeah, I'll stick my hand in that thing.
Jacob hopes that we are enjoying the Angels Envy. It is good. Out of all of the different types that I've tried, definitely the Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey has been my favorite for sure. Not that I've tried like a million different variants of like each type of whiskey, but
it's 8.5 out of 10. It's got like a honey smell.
Yeah, honestly, it's really sweet. Like my mouth is still kind of sweet now. Now that like the burning has gone away, like subsided, it's really sweet. It says that it was aged in port wine barrels, so that's probably what we're tasting. I don't know if that's. I don't even know what port wine is supposed to taste like. Port wine flavor. It says sweet. Port wines are sweet fortified wines from Portugal. That doesn't really... Port wine is typically sweet, has a deep, rich color. It's often served as a dessert wine or as an accompaniment to cheese and fruit. Honestly, I could eat some cheese with this.
I would want to try port wine now.
Right? Okay.
Double fisted.
Huh. All right. Spicier. Okay, here we go. Port wine is spicier with notes of dried fruit, fig, cinnamon, clove, and vanilla.
No honey, huh?
Port wine is often blended from several grape varieties and can produce a spectrum of different flavors. It's really
1,000 times better than this one.
Yeah.
But I think this one is like 110 proof or something. Oh, 109 proof.
Ooh. Okay. Those were not good flavors to mix.
Yeah,
Okay. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, man.
Nitro Irish Stout.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Okay.
I've been mixing them all night.
Woo.
All sorts of weird shit.
Jeez.
Stuff. Sorry.
I did actually see something not long ago that YouTube was cutting down on swearing. I don't know about live streams, but I think just general videos. And I'm sure that like my videos would not be affected. I think it was more along the lines of like the super, big people. Yeah, like advertisers don't want their ads running in the middle of like some guy just swearing every other word in a video.
Up frogs and weird stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I think that was one of I read that was one of the latest YouTube crackdowns was on swearing. So again, I'm not worried, especially in a live stream. I don't think that matters nearly as much as would a regular video. And again, I assume that that's something that would probably be like per video type of thing. I can't imagine that.
Well, I mean, if it's an algorithm, it's not per video. It's.
I have no idea. I have no idea how any of it works. I try. I've been trying for almost a year already.
I know, dude. I want to support you. I really do.
I appreciate it.
Man, like it's.
Did you see though?
This isn't hard to do. It's not.
It's not. I mean, well.
I mean, for you it is. For me.
Okay. So social media. This is one of the. Okay. You all of a sudden started talking hot buttons here. Yeah. This is one of my topics that the reason that I've been doing this now for a year is because I think it's super fun. I enjoy doing this, right? It's one of the things that I can all of a sudden start talking about for a long time. It depends on what you want to do, right? If you want to go like full-time content creation, if you want to go full-time YouTube or whatever, any of these video platforms, any of these things, like it's so difficult because again, unless you're outsourcing a bunch of stuff, like the amount of stuff that goes into this, just making a YouTube video, to make a good one, you need to script it. You need to be able to write a script. You need to know like how cameras and how lighting works. Like, again, I don't claim to know any of this stuff, but I'm learning it, right? Yeah. That's why we have a light there. That's why we have a light there. That's why I'm using that camera and not like other cameras I have. That's why, like angles, like that's why the camera is set up right here, because like I've learned that that's what is going to look the best or whatever. You need to know stuff like that. If you're doing it, again, by yourself, right, and you're not outsourcing it, you need to know then how to get that video from your camera to your computer. You need to know how to edit it. You need to know how to cut it up. You need to know how to put music and sound to it. You need to know how to, upload it to YouTube with SEO appropriate and like good descriptions and titles, and you need to know how to make a thumbnail, and like you need to know how to do all this. Again, I'm not claiming that I know how to do any of this, right? Like I'm practicing, I'm getting better at it, but like that's all you have to do, all of that stuff, to make this anywhere near successful.
It's not Lindsay, is it?
No, it was my dad. Okay. My dad just texted, of course, like, needs help with tech support, like, 10 p.m. at night on a Saturday. And it's from Mom's TV in the kitchen.
It's definitely not a flip phone.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, it's... And again, maybe not extremely difficult, but like you need to know all of that stuff, right?
I mean, there's a recipe for success.
Yeah. So a lot of people think that, and then completely even forgot, like you have to be this person too. You have to be able to read that script to the camera in a way that people are going to want to watch it. So even if you can do all of that, like you still need to be in front of the camera and talk. And again, I'm not like a great talker. I'm not a great... I've got terrible grammars and talking words, but yeah, right.
Hey.
So I mean, it's a whole thing, but that's the nice thing I like about this kind of stuff is you can do, you can put in your own type of effort, right? So like the last 2 weeks, I haven't done anything, nothing. But I can still come and do this, and I can still make another video and have it, put it out there, and like I'm back, right? Like it's not a big deal. And then I don't know what else. The other thing that you need to be good at if you want to be really, really successful with this kind of stuff is you need to literally like be successful with other social medias.
Yeah.
Like being able to use Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and whatever to drive traffic to all of your other videos and whatever. Just trying to build a community. Like, you need to be able to have a conversation with somebody in the comments of your video. You need to.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah, like it's just there are like 8 jobs. If you want to be like a full-time YouTuber, like here's what you need to do. Like all of these things.
It's not just content. It's all of the above.
It's everything. And the same always goes for like Twitch and stuff too. And that's why so many people stream to Twitch and are just not successful.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know anything about Twitch except for like guys at work that follow like half-naked women. They're young. They're young.
They watch
man.
the hot tub.
They're young.
Yeah.
They're like I was like, I thought Twitch was for gaming. They're like, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is
I don't get the
for the most part.
I really don't get it. Like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. It's just a video streaming site, and the focus is mostly on
gamers?
video gamers. Yeah. They
That's
well,
a niche.
so they
to be
yeah.
perfectly honest, it's a niche market now because certain streamers were getting away with that because they realized if they were obviously
Right.
Yeah.
you know, then they were getting the views and the subscribers, and then Twitch cracked down on it and said you can't just be in your underwear in your room like that.
Yeah.
It has to be in a non-sexual way. So a bathing suit, you have to be in a tub or a
They
pool.
said
so they get away with it by putting an inflatable pool in their room.
And then they play Minecraft.
Yep.
No. They still just
or
do
just
normal streaming.
just
It's
chatting,
like
whatever.
just chatting.
Yeah.
Lift weight or something.
They still just do chatting like this, but they'll be.
Yeah, it came about because there was a bunch of big policy changes, and they ended up saying that you had to be wearing clothes that are appropriate to your setting.
Yeah.
And a bathing suit is appropriate if you're in a hot tub or a pool.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, and it's funny because like the Amazon's like portable inflatable hot tub sales just went like that. Like everybody all of a sudden,
hilarious.
has like an inflatable hot tub now just in their room, and like
because Twitch was like, you can't just be in a bathing suit.
you can't just be sitting like on your couch in a bathing suit. Like it's not that's not normal, right? Like but
oh my God,
if you have an inflatable hot tub in your living room, then it's completely normal to it's completely normal to be in a bathing suit then while you're on stream. So
that's what you do for your year thing is
a hot tub stream.
Hot tub stream. There you go.
That is an idea that we can
Amazon
think about.
Plenty on stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely they do. Let's look. Amazon. Portable hot tub. Inflatable hot tub, not portable. Portable would probably work, but
He's trying to check.
yeah.
I'm not letting him check out.
Yeah, see right here. $400 inflatable 4-person hot tub.
Yeah. All the viewers out there, if you want to see it, I'll wear a sleeveless shirt.
I would do that.
Just because like I'm ugly. Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah. That's the least I can do.
Yeah, so that's a thing, but I mean, I'd rather spend money on a computer or a phone or something, but we'll see.
400 bones.
I mean, that's how much this one cost.
Man.
But I don't know if you.
What's the second gen? When is
they
it
haven't
out?
announced anything yet. They basically said like
they have teasers or something. Or?
Not even like official. Basically, like the CEO has said, there is going to be a phone 2.
What?
He said there is going to be a phone 2. He said it's going to be more premium than this one.
So like twice the price.
Probably. Exactly. And that's
still a pretty good price point.
Yeah, I mean it's all going to depend on what's in it, and all that kind of stuff. But I really, really like where this one is at right now. I think it's a really good price for the phone. Like the phone seems so quality already that like if they just put if they put the same processor that is in the Samsung like S23 Ultra in like this body. If they do something a little bit, I don't even know what they would do, like better with like the LEDs on the back, like make it even more unique and like a real version 2 of the phone, like
customizable.
That
LED
could be,
thing.
like that. Oh man, if it was all like fully addressable RGB, like man.
I on my newsfeed I saw that Samsung, their stock dropped 95% or something.
Really?
Something crazy.
I did not see
Buy
that.
them out.
I have no idea.
I don't know. It could have been just I'm not a social media person, so my news feed is like
it's a little
Fox and News-ish. Yeah. So.
Oh man,
we're in the middle of Kansas. So.
I know, right? Yeah. But yeah, it's a super cool phone. But that hopefully will be, I don't know, they honestly could be announcing it anytime. But they released this one in like July, so everybody's, and they did say originally, like forever ago, that it was going to be in Q3 of this year. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be pushed back at all. Like it might end up being announced then and then sale later or something.
Processor thing and all that.
Yeah.
Have you been getting the emails about Google? How they're trying to offer like 4 gig internet here, 6 gig?
I have not seen that. I don't know why anybody would need that.
I don't either.
like that tells me if you need that, like you just either have extra money that you want to burn or you're doing something really illegal.
Well,
like I don't know of any other two, like I don't know of any other options.
4,000 devices. I don't know.
Again, something illegal. Like nobody has that normally. Like that's illegal. You're doing something illegal if you have that many things. Like
I have a guy at work and he's got Google Fiber, right? Mm-hmm. He's bragging like, "Oh, I'm getting 4G for 4 gigs." I was like, "How?" Because I know they got the 2 gigabyte.
Yeah.
So he may be embellishing. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I'll hit him up and get details.
Yeah,
he's like, man, they just bugged the crap out of me. He's like, I'm a tester for rigid tools and all this. I'm like, are you? He's like, yeah, Google's trying to get me to do this thing. It's like, it's $175 a month for 4 gigabytes.
Yeah. Did you know that Google Fiber follows me on Twitter?
Well, shout out. Whoop, whoop. That's why I do, because I shout them out.
Oh my gosh. It's going a little slow.
Oh, I think another good recipe for live streams is to not have. I know it's an ongoing debate. To have music.
Oh, yeah.
That will shut you down.
Yeah. Well, and again, theoretically, right now, hopefully, the stream is not being able to hear this.
Well,
do you owe them money? I do not. I mean, I pay them money every month, but like
it's a flat fee.
Yeah. Check it out. They follow me. Look at how many people they follow.
Wow.
Man. He's famous. Look at him. He was all like
They follow 767 people. And one of them is me.
Yeah. Hey, I'm his neighbor. I have Google too. I don't have any social media, but if you're throwing out favors, hit me up.
See, I need to reach out to people like that, like just a random Google Fiber rep, like, hey, want to come down to my pub stream?
Like, give us double what we got now. Come on, bro.
Oh, that'd be fun. But as far as I know, I do not owe them any money other than the standard $70 a month that I pay them for internet. I'm assuming at this point that Matt missed the entire hot tub chat because he didn't comment on any of that, but now he's talking about Google Fiber. So I'm just assuming that he missed that entire conversation, which is fine. Matt didn't need to be here for that. But yeah.
You got somewhere to go? He's itching.
I'm probably gonna go home soon.
It sounds like though that if Matt and Jacob are coming over next weekend, that we'll be smoking some meat to pregame. So.
I'm probably out of town.
No, that was one of the other guys that I was talking about getting a. Oh, are you going back to?
It depends, man.
Work?
Like, there's a lot of factors.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
I'd
all
say
right.
50-50
Well.
at this point.
Okay. Well, good luck. Hopefully. Hopefully no, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I could just drive back and forth.
It's an option. Always an option. But yeah, otherwise.
Did you RAM or what?
Oh, yeah, I did. Let me cover that for the fourth time this stream.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
You said you had to.
I know. Yeah, so long story short, yeah, I tested just a bunch of different things. Ran a full hard drive test, passed. Apparently my hard drive is rated for 1,200 terabytes worth of write time, whatever, however they measure solid state drives. Mine has written 23 terabytes, so I was like, okay, if it's rated for 1,200, I'm guessing that it's okay that it's only been written 23 terabytes. So I don't think it was the hard drive. But after, did you see the screenshot of the? Oh, I finally went and ran a RAM test, and this is what it gave me.
Fail.
It was like, nope. It was like 20% of the way through the test, and it was like, nah, we're not going any farther. They're no good. So,
I mean, what's the criteria for that scan?
I have no idea.
It's just like, fuck your RAM.
Yeah,
F your RAM.
That's literally like all it gave me. It said it gave some generic message about there's something wrong with your hardware, and to figure it out and get more information, contact your computer's manufacturer.
Well, you have Windows 11, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So it's not that. I was gonna say if you're running Windows 10, it'd be like,
Well,
Windows 11.
so when this test is completely,
so
this test is completely outside of Windows, because it boots separately on its own flash drive so that it doesn't either use the RAM, or I don't know how it works, but
it's probably your motherboard, man.
so I was really hoping that it wasn't. Well, and that wouldn't make any sense because I literally never had any of these issues before.
Right?
I never had any of these issues before.
The motherboard.
So why all of a sudden when I get new RAM do these blue screens start happening, right?
Your blue screening?
Oh yeah, dude, it was so like 2 nights ago, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't launch Fortnite. I couldn't anytime I opened a program, it got really bad. Like I couldn't do anything. So that's why yesterday I literally was like, "All right, swap out, let's go."
Well,
Yeah.
You could get in your BIOS and turn your RAM down, right?
Turn it down like speeds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like declock, underclock.
sure. Yeah, I don't know what you would call it.
Is it like
I don't think so. I mean, I never like overclocked. It was running at its
Hertz?
rated speed. Yeah, 3,200 hertz.
So you
Yeah,
got 32. Okay, so yeah, there should be no issue.
yeah,
I was thinking like 4,000
Yeah.
or 4,200 would.
sure. Yeah, if it's running
Crash
something
something.
weird. Yeah, 3,200 is like the standard, right? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was nothing crazy, but so I went and swapped it out again. So it's like I did it like I had it half of yesterday and all of today. Not like I was on my computer a bunch today, but haven't had any issues yet. But again, it really started escalating, in the last couple days. So it definitely like got worse over time, which is also interesting to me. I don't know how that works.
Have you?
But it was definitely like corrupting stuff on my hard drive.
I was gonna say.
So-
have you restarted started from scratch? With
That's
the hard drive?
I thought about that. I started from scratch
Kept
not
yourself-
long ago,
Right.
but not since I got that new set of RAM. So if stuff started happening like that again now with this brand new kit, I would probably try that. Probably just reset everything, blow it away, start over, because obviously something got messed up real bad with Fortnite when I was trying to launch it because it went into had to repair and everything. So like yesterday when I tried to launch it again with the new RAM, it was like, oh, it needs a repair. It had to download like 20 gigs worth of stuff that it had to like repair files. So yeah, it was
Windows 11.
Yeah.
Dang.
So yeah, I don't know what it was.
10. It'll like you can run whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it was doing, but so hopefully everything's just fine and we don't have to worry about it. It was just a lemon kit of RAM and we get to move on.
You can plug it into mine, see if it's a lemon.
I mean, I already returned it, so
okay.
yeah, returned it, swapped it out for a new kit, and so right now we're going. But then that's the other nice thing is it was in. Yeah, and I played it fine then, but it has been randomly crashing, but it got to the point where I think it was Thursday night we were playing. Yeah, because I was trying to stream for Casey Game on Community Night on Thursday, and I was like, okay, because I had launched it earlier in the day or something just to check whatever, and it was running fine. I literally start the stream up, and I was like, all right, everybody, this is gonna be fun. Launch Fortnite, crash. Launch Fortnite, crash. Launch Fortnite, needs a repair. And I was like...
Did you update your BIOS?
I haven't updated anything in the BIOS, no.
Maybe I thought it was common sense to update your BIOS whenever you install new hardware.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I've never done it. I've never done anything like that when just like I swap out RAM. I don't know.
Hardware.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah. I don't know. I've never really.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know like how to even update BIOS, but
I don't know.
I've just read it because I've had a million blue screens.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know. But either way.
You know my rig. It's all just.
Yeah.
It's jankety.
Right. Yeah, and that's how mine is too. And all of a sudden I had this flash of, crap. I can't just return the whole PC. I have to figure out which part it is and contact the correct manufacturer and then somehow prove to them that I have figured out that it was their part that failed. That's what happens when you build your own computer, right?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
But I've just never really had to think about that before. But yesterday, last week was that realization that I'm like, I have to figure out what's wrong with this and figure out who to contact.
So, at this point, it's the RAM's fault?
I assume via that test that it was the RAM that was just bad.
Giant fail.
Yeah. So, if that happens again, then I'm going to start doing more research and is it common that the RAM slots on this motherboard go out on,
Yeah.
Is it common that I don't know if that's something that can happen over time? Is my motherboard just killing my RAM for some reason? But the fact that it hasn't done it before. I've been using this motherboard for almost a long time, right?
Yeah.
'Cause this is the one that was in the Chiefs PC.
Yeah.
So I've probably had that for God, I mean probably a year at this point, and I've been using it. So I don't know. But either way, I think I'm probably just going to turn the stream off at this point. All of our viewers are gone. It's been 2 hours. It is after 10 o'clock. And I think that's a good stream. Appreciate everybody that stopped by tonight, including John, including Tony, for actually stopping by physical pub. If you want to be on a stream, like Jacob and Matt said that they were going to be next week, let me know. I'm looking for some guests. If you're in Kansas City, let me know. But otherwise, I think we're going to say goodbye for tonight, and we will see you next week. I'm planning doing the same stream next week on Saturday as well. It's going to be Saturday for at least the next month. Yes, because of volleyball. So probably at least the next month, because I don't want it. We talked about this too. I don't really feel like doing a random weekday.
Yeah, no.
I think the weekend
when I was
works.
putting my pants on, I heard that.
Yeah.
I was like, Yeah, nobody wants to drink whiskey on a Thursday.
Right, exactly. So probably we'll definitely be on Saturday at least next week. Probably Saturday for at least a month. We'll see what happens after that. But again, appreciate everybody being here. We are signing off for the night. Have a good night.